Student, now we will learn the chapter Determinant Part 2. Part 2. Now today we will learn the properties of determinant. What is the determinant? What is the evaluations of determinants up to order 3 and minor and cofactors. This you have already learned in the part 1 of determinant in the starting. Now I will tell you the properties. Of determinant. Okay students, now why we discuss about these properties? When we are going to evaluations of the determinant, we use the cofactors, isn't it? So that solutions is too long. So if we want to evaluate the determinant in easier way, we have to learn some properties. Now one by one we will discuss this one. Okay. Now I am giving you this property 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, but don't learn the number. Okay, learn the property. Any property in the questions you can use first. Okay, so now I am starting it. Property noted by 1 only. Now what is this property? The value of the determinant, the value of the determinant means evaluations of the determinant remains unchanged. Remains unchanged if its rows and columns, if its rows and columns are interchanged. Can you understand this one, what I have written here? In matrix I have already tell you about the transpose. In matrix I have already tell you about the transpose. What is the transpose? When you interchange the rows to the column, that is the transpose. Here delta is equal to delta dash. What is the dash? That is the transpose, means change into the row or column. Okay, so it is, if you use this, the evaluations of the matrix is not changed. Okay, now can you prove it? Can you prove it? So now we are going to prove it. Now proof. Okay, let A equal to A1 B1 C1 A2, B2, C2, A3, A3, B3, C3. Now from R1, solve it. A1 into B2 C3 minus C2 B3. Okay, B2 C3 minus C2 B3. Now minus A2. A1 2 is negative for cofactor. Now B1 C3 minus C1 B3. B1 C3 minus C1 B3 plus A3 for cofactor, this sign is plus 1 3. Okay, so B1 C2 minus C1 B2. B1 C2 minus C1 B2. Now taking transpose by interchanging, delta dash is A1 B1 C1, A2 B2 C2, A3 B3 C3. From column C1 we will get A1. From this column we are now going to solve, that is B2 C3 minus B3 C2 minus A2, and for this B1 C3 minus B3 C1, B1 C3 minus B3 C1 plus A3, it is plus 1 3, it is even number. So B1 C2 minus B2 C1, B1 C2 minus B2 C1. Now we can check this value is equal to the previous or not. This value is equal to the previous or not. We can check this one. So we can find here this is equal to this one. Now check A1 B2 C3 minus B3 C2. So we can check here. Here is also A1 B2 C3 minus C2 B3, right? So this way you can check here. So I can say, we can say delta equal to delta transpose. Okay, value of this is are equal. So we can say determinant A equal to determinant A dash. Okay. Now student, we go to the second property. Now property 2. If any two rows or columns of a determinant are interchanged, the sign of determinant changes. If any two rows or columns are of a determinant are interchanged, then sign of determinant change. Okay students, let delta equal to a1 b1 c1 a2 b2 c2 a3 b3 c3. Then you can already find what is the delta. So I am writing what is the delta: a1 b2 c3 minus c2 b3 minus a2 b1 c3 minus c1 b3 from r1. Okay, from r1 I am explaining from r1 as already described in the previous board: b1 c2 minus c1 b2. Now interchanging first row and third rows. Now let r1 change with r3. First row change with the third row. We get the value of delta a1 c1 c2 c3. This row change from here, and now r2 is same: b1 b2 b3, and r1 is change a1 a2 a3. Now expanding along third row. Now I will expanding from third row. Then what we get here from third row or r3, what we get here: a1 delta equal to a1 c2 b3 minus b2 c3 minus a2 c1 b3 minus c3 b1 plus a3 b2 c1 minus b1 c2. Okay, by taking minus common we will get a1 b2 c3 minus c2 b3 and minus a2 c b1 c3 b1 c3 minus, we write here b3 c1. We interchange the product, plus a3 b1 c2 minus b2 c1. So we get table minus delta, that is delta dash. So delta dash equal to minus delta. So we can say by interchanging two rows we have to change the sign. Okay, so student, now we are getting the property 3. If any two rows or columns, if any two rows or columns of a determinant are identical, all corresponding elements are same, Identical means all corresponding elements are same. Then value of determinant is 0. Okay. Proof. If we interchange the identical rows, if we interchange the identical rows or columns of the determinant delta, then delta does not change, but sign will be changed. Delta changed with the sign only, hence delta equal to minus delta. So delta plus delta equal to 0, 2 delta equal to 0, delta equal to 0. Hence the value of determinant is 0. Okay. Example. Evaluate delta equal to 1, let 3, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3. Okay, we can change the minus here, we can change the column 1, we can check here R1 equal to R3, we can check here R1 3, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3 are equal, identical. Okay, now R1 interchange with R3, so what we get here, 3, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3 means it is equal to minus delta. So delta plus delta equal to 0, 2 delta equal to 0 answer. So this way we can say if two rows or two columns are identical, then they are 0. Evaluations of determinant is 0. Okay, now next property, properties 4. If each element of a row or column of a determinant is multiplied by a constant k, then its value gets multiplied by k. If each element of a row or a column of a determinant is multiplied by of a determinant is multiplied by k, by a constant k, then its value gets multiplied by k. Okay, example proof. Let delta equal to, again we are talking the same way, a1 b1 c1 A2 B2 C2 A3 B3 C3. Let K delta now let delta dash equal to KA1 KB1 KC1 A2 B2 C2 A3 B3 C3. Now expanding this from R1, what we get? Delta dash equal to KA1 B2 B3 C2 C3 minus K B1, we get A2 A3 C2 C3 plus K C1, we get A2 A3 B2 B3. Okay, now taking K common, what we get? Taking K common, then we get delta dash equal to K in bracket, we get A1 B2 B3 C2 C3 minus B1 A2 A3 C2 C3 plus C1 A2 A3 B2 B3, that is equal to K delta. Hence we can see, if we multiply it by constant to any row or any column, then the value will be multiplied by K. Similarly, the opposite of this, we can take the common from as a factor from any row or any column. It is a very important property. So note, we can take out any common factor from any one row or any one column. Of a given determinant. Okay, students. And second point, if corresponding elements of any rows or any two columns are in a same ratio, then the value is 0. Okay, for examples, delta equal to A1 A2 A3 B1 B2 B3, and let it is A1 A2 A3 B1 B2 B3, that is KA1 KA2 KA3. Okay, then this is equal to 0. Why? Because when we are taking the K common, these R1 is identical to R2. So if R1 is multiple of R3, it means delta equal to 0. So if value of M is, if value of K is 1, then they are identical. So if we are taking the K common, then they are identical. So we can use it directly. If this is the ratio we find, then the value of determinant will be 0. Okay. Now next property 5. If sum of all elements of a row or column of a determinant are expressed as sum of two or more items, then the determinant can be expressed as sum of two or more determinants. Okay. Now let's A1 plus lambda 1, B1 C1, A2 plus lambda 2, B2 C2, A3 plus lambda 3, B3 C3. This can be expressed in two determinant A1 B1 C1, A2 B2 C2, A3 B3 C3 plus lambda 1 lambda 2 lambda 3 B1 B2 B3 C1 C2 C3. So this column or row sorry, in the expressed as a sum, okay, then we can express also in two or more determinants, right? Now next property, very important property. This is the very much important property. Should understand very carefully. If now if first we write, then I will tell you what is this. If to each element of any row or column of a determinant the equimultiples of corresponding elements of other row or column are added, then value of determinant remains the same. Now this we understand. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I. Now we want to change the R1 by adding K multiple of R2 and by adding again T multiple of R3. If we want to change R1, then what is the value of here? That will be equal. R1 will change this way. A plus K D plus T G, multiplied here K and here G and add here. What we get? Change the R1. Now B plus KC plus KE plus TH, and now C plus KF plus and TI, multiplied here K, add here T and add here, then write here DC DEF GHI. This value is determinant is same. Now if there are 3 rows, then you can apply it only in 2 rows. R1 should be added. If you want to change R1, then we can write first R1 and multiply it in other rows. It may be 0, it may be minus, it may be both 0, both may be 0 means you cannot add something. It may be 0, then you can write only R1 plus KR2. Okay, then R1 changed. If you want to change R2, again you can use R2 equal to R2 plus something, R1 plus R3. But if there are 3 rows, you can use this property only any 2 rows, not the all 3 rows. Similarly, you can use the property in column. Column 1 is changing by column 1 added with other 2 columns. It may be plus 1, it may be minus 1, it may be 0, it may be 2/3, it may be 1/3. So this constant will be depend on you. Okay, according to the questions, this value we choose ourselves. Okay, now it's very important that if you are changing the R1, so it should not be repeated in R2 in opposite way. Okay, means as you changing in R1, change to R1 minus R2, and again you are changing R2, change to R2 minus R1. So this should you have not do. Okay, don't repeat it in cyclic order. Okay. So if there are 3 rows, you can use in any 2 rows or any 2 columns. If you are using a row, then you can use here row. If you are using column, then you can here use the column only. This is the very important property. Okay, when we go to the questions, then we can understand better way. Okay, students. So now using all these properties, we have to do so many questions in proving or solving the determinants. Let us go through one example. Okay, let one example show that determinant 1 plus a 1 1 1 1 plus b 1 1 1 1 plus c. This is evaluate and this is equal to ABC 1 upon 1 plus 1 upon a 1 upon b plus 1 upon c, or ABC plus BC plus CA plus BA. Okay. So now we start with LHS 1 1 1 plus A 1 1 plus B 1 1 1 1 plus C. Now we can say, taking A common from R1, taking A common from R1, what we get here? 1 upon A plus 1 1 upon A 1 upon A. Now we can take common only from R1. Now again taking B common from R2, what we get here? 1 upon B, 1 upon B plus 1, 1 upon B. Taking C common from R3, what we get here? 1 upon C, 1 upon C, 1 upon C plus 1. Okay. A from R1, B from R2, C from R3 common. Okay. Now we can say here 1 plus 1 upon A plus 1 upon B plus 1 upon C. So we can add R1, change to R1 plus R2 plus R3. Last property what I have read it. Now change R1 by using R1 plus multiple of 1 R2 multiple of 1 R3. This one if you want to write, if you don't want to write then no problem. Then we get here delta equal to ABC 1 plus 1 upon A plus 1 upon B plus 1 upon C, and here 1 upon B, 1 upon C, 1 plus 1 upon A plus 1 upon B, 1 upon C, where we get here 1 upon B plus 1, 1 upon C, and here we get 1 plus 1 upon A, 1 upon B, 1 upon C, 1 upon B, 1 upon B plus 1. Now taking this common from R1. Okay, so now we get common from R1, we get here ABC 1 plus 1 upon A plus 1 upon B plus 1 upon C, we get here 1 1 upon B, 1 upon C, 1 1 upon B plus 1, 1 upon C, 1 1 upon B, 1 upon C plus 1. Now we can subtract this to this, we can get 0, and we subtract this, we can get 0 here. Why we are getting 0? Using 0 we can when expanding we will be easier. So we are writing here next point C1 change to by, let C2 change, C2 change to by C2 minus C1. This here we will find 0, 1 minus 1 0, and C3 change to C3 change by C3 minus C1. So we can get again 1 minus 1 0, so we can get here 2 0. Okay, so expansion will be easier. So now we get ABC 1 plus 1 upon A, 1 upon B, 1 upon C. Now we get here 1 0 0, 1 upon B 1 0, 1 upon C 0 1. Now we can expand by this R1. So by R1 we can get ABC 1 plus 1 upon A plus 1 upon B plus 1 upon C. From R1 we can expand 1, and using this 1 0 0 1, and these all are 0, so we don't write this one, since this will be 0 multiplied by 0, then it will be 0, so no need to rewrite it. Okay, so now explaining 1 into 1 minus 0 into 0, we can get here ABC 1 plus 1 upon A plus 1 upon B plus 1 upon C, that is 1 into 1 minus 0 into 0, that is equal to 1. So we get here ABC 1 plus 1 upon A, 1 upon B, 1 upon C into 1. Now this is proved. Now multiply it again, we can get ABC plus AB plus BC plus AC plus AB. Okay, it is equal to RHS, hence proved. Okay student, so student, using this all properties you can evaluate or prove so many questions. Okay, now in the next point I will be described you use of this properties in finding two area of a triangle. Okay, how we will use this determinant to this topic area of triangle, you have to wait for next video. Okay, thank you for watching. Thank you.